Hi everyone, I'm Mariana Gabay Estopase,
Renalyn Gutierrez,
Josabe Alzaga,
Rosalyn Baladay,
and welcome to our vlog.
For today's video, we are going to share with you two companies which have several insights and applications of Six Sigma and Lean operation throughout their success in their fields.
Good day, I'm Mariana Gaba Estopase and I will discuss the basic information of Starbucks. Starbucks was founded in 1971 in Seattle, USA. It has continuously created an experience of exotic coffee culture with a high quality and a premium flavored lattes, espresso, in the whole new realm of drinks. The global expansion of Starbucks' success has been very rapid and strategic. Since its foundation, it has always offered customers the most relaxing and experience, creating a third place to rely apart from home and work. From 1986 to 2000, Starbucks made aggressive expansion under the leadership of CEO Howard Schultz. It became a public company in 1992. In 2017, CEO Howard Schultz passed the leadership to Kevin Johnson as the president and the CEO of Starbucks. Starbucks now has annual sales over $26 billion by 2019. By 2020, Starbucks has over 31,256 locations worldwide in more than 79 countries on 6 continents. It has created its own brand, this particular logo. Starbucks location serves hot and cold drinks, whole bean coffee, microground instant coffee known as Via, espresso, cafe latte, full and loose leaf teas including Chivana tea products, Evolution fresh juices, frappuccino beverages, Lavalanche pastries, and snacks including items such as chips and crackers. Some offerings are seasonal or specific to the locality of the store. It depends on the country, and most of locations offer free Wi-Fi. So, hindi nga natin mapagkakaila na Starbucks is the world's largest coffee house chain, and it is the leader in the coffee industry. Kasi nagbibigay sila ng full satisfaction sa mga customer nila. Hindi nila hinahayaan na maging uncomfortable tayo dun sa location nila kasi maganda yung ambience, may free wifi, so nawawala yung stress natin. At isa pa doon yung mga products nila, bibigay sila ng full satisfaction sa atin kasi meron silang, kung mahilig ka sa mga juices, marami silang pagpipilian sa mga juices, marami din sila sa teas or sa coffee kung mahilig ka sa coffee. So, Starbucks is a full package for me. Yeah. The Starbucks president and CEO, Howard Schultz, believed that there is no specific or perfect plan or fixed road to reach the pinnacle of success in business. But he strongly believes and shows that if anyone dreams, then starting from scratch and achieving more is quite possible. And he says that only those who go by unexplored roads, creating new industries and new products, can build a strong, long-lasting company and inspire others to achieve great results. So that was the basic information of Starbucks. Thank you.
Let's take a look back at the Starbucks 2013 milestones. Starbucks hit a record of $14.9 billion in revenue by doing their best. They bring their customers more of the finest coffees the world has to offer, developing and innovating new products, communication, and relationship to the customers and their partners or their employees. These are the reason also why Starbucks ranking as the Fortune magazine's fifth most admired company in the world in 2013. Starbucks is the world's finest coffee. In 2013, Starbucks invited customers to discover and explore their new exotic and exclusive coffees. They also deepened its commitment to the ethical sourcing with the new Global Agronomy Center in Costa Rica that helped the coffee farmers globally for a long-term success. Starbucks has 63 countries and growing in the year 2013. In fiscal 2013, Starbucks opened 1,701 net new stores across the globe. They are operating in 63 countries. Starbucks opened its first stores in India, Vietnam, and Monaco, and plans to open also in Colombia in 2014. In the year 2019, Starbucks celebrated in Seattle its 30,000th store that opened in Shenzhen, China. As Kevin Johnson, the president and CEO of Starbucks Coffee Company says that ang pagbubukas ng ika-30,000 store ng Starbucks is a proud moment for all Starbucks partners. Starbucks now serves more than 100 million customers occasions across 78 markets around the world, reaching a significant milestones for the company na nag-start lamang with just one storefront in Seattle noong 1971. Starbucks in the Philippines. December 4, 1997, nagbukas ang kauna-unahang store or branch ng Starbucks sa Pilipinas. It is located at the 6750 Ayala Building in Makati City. Starbucks has won the hearts of Filipinos. The tradition of warm hospitality, constant need for connection and love for coffee are the qualities that Starbucks coffee and Filipino people a great culture fit. Here are the issues or challenges that Starbucks encountered. As we all know, Starbucks is one in the world's largest multinational coffee chain, founded in 1971 in Seattle. The company operates now in more than 70 countries all over the world. Ganun pa man, it has also faced its own difficulties and challenges. Starbucks had a problems with refreshing its brand. Instead na they focus on keeping the loyal customers, mas nag-focus sila in growing fast. At once na bumilis ang paglago ng isang negosyo, ifo-force ng company to aggressively increase the price and the reason na nagkaroon ng advantage ang kanilang customers. And the same reason in June 2020, the company stated that they will close up to 400 stores in US and Canada during the next 18 months. Ito naman ang two challenges facing Starbucks' new CEO. Howard Schultz is the man who took the Starbucks Corporation from a few small stores in the year 1980s to the global empire it is today. And he stepped down as the CEO last 2017. Kevin Johnson is the new CEO after Schultz. The first problem is the mobile order and pay. In Starbucks' latest report, the management made a complaint. Ito ay ang mobile order and pay service na kung saan ang customers ay ina-allow to order remotely at doon kukunin ang kanilang orders sa mismong store ng Starbucks. But it is lead to long lines at nadidiscourage ang ibang customer who sometimes leave without their orders. The second problem is the food. Food has long been a challenge for Starbucks. Over the years, the company has overhauled its food menu several times. Scholars believe that the smell of breakfast sandwiches interfered with the aroma of the coffee. Food sales of Starbucks make up a smaller percentage of all revenue dahil sa kanilang mga competitors, such as the Panera Bread and Dunkin' Brands Group's Dunkin' Donut.
Analysis on the impact of the application of different process improvements methodologies, Six Sigma, and Lean operation principles instituted by the Starbucks. So, the Starbucks choice of strategies are indeed helpful for them to reach their success. Na-utilize at na-implement ng Starbucks in the best way lahat ng kanilang strategies in order lahat ng information na kailangan nila para sa kanilang plano. Simula na inadapt ng Starbucks ang Lean Six Sigma, mas naging visible ang kanilang success dahil sa pagtaas ng kanilang revenue at customer satisfaction. From testing in laboratory to framing the situation, interacting with management, employees, and customers, to gathering data, measuring and analyzing, leaning the defects and waste, solving the problems, up to continuous improvement, and customer satisfaction. Lahat yon ay naging successful nang na-implement ito ng Starbucks. Consider din na implementation ng Lean Six Sigma ang nagpatuloy ng success ng Starbucks. Dahil sa pagsunod at pag-implement ng Starbucks ng Lean Six Sigma, naging dahilan ito upang maging tanyag sila sa iba't ibang bansa at makilala mula sa pagiging isang standalone shop sa Seattle hanggang makilala bilang largest coffee house chain in the world. Simula nang na-implement ng Starbucks ang Lean Six Sigma, mas naging naintindihan nila ang consumers' wants and needs and mas naging open sila sa pagbabago na nakatulong naman para sa kanilang success. Ang Lean Six Sigma rin ang isa sa nakatulong sa Starbucks upang ma-eliminate ang defects and waste na isa sa pinaka-problema ng mga business. Na-improve din nila yung process with quality and efficiency na talaga nagbigay ng satisfaction para sa kanilang mga customers. Lahat ng ito ay nagdulot ng pagbabago at success para sa Starbucks. Bukod sa Lean Six Sigma, gumamit rin ng Starbucks ng iba't ibang way para mas maging kilala sila sa iba't ibang bansa. At isa dito ang pagiging minimalistic nila sa kanilang advertisement kumpara sa ibang brand. However, meron silang Facebook page, YouTube channel, Twitter account, Instagram page, Google Plus community at Pinterest page na talaga nakatulong sa kanila upang mas madali nilang may spread kung ano yung ina-offer nila at kung ano ang kanilang mga papromos. And bukod dito, dahil nga mas naging kilala na ang Starbucks sa field ng coffee at other brewed drinks, kinat na nila yung cost in promoting the business. Mas binigyan pansin nila at in-emphasize nila yung kanilang magiging premium prices. And unlike sa ibang businesses, ginawa nila ang kanilang employees bilang partners na binigyan nila ito ng mga health insurance and other stock options na talagang nagpaengganyo sa mga employees na mag-stick sa Starbucks. And binigyan rin nila o nag-provide din sila ng retirement account para sa kanilang mga employees. The best way rin na naisip ng Starbucks is yung maging innovative and magkaroon ng strategic ways para mag-engage sila between them and their customers na makakapag-serve sila and makakapag-provide ng quality experience na makakapag-capture ng mood at magbigay ng good feedback from their customers dahil nga nagka-crowdsourcing din sila. And simula na nilaunch ng Starbucks ang Meet Me at Starbucks campaign na naging advertisement nila sa newspaper, magazine, poster, billboard, TV, and etc. ay nakatulong ito upang mas naging kilala ang Starbucks. At hindi sila nalilimutan ng mga tao dahil sa kanilang campaign na ito. And yung owner mismo ng Starbucks is gusto niyang mag-focus sa pagkakaroon ng comfort zone to hang out na place ng mga tao. Nagkaroon din sila ng mobile app transactions, personalized rewards program for the customers, order and pay promptly and conveniently, machine makes the drink faster and free better service and personal care to the customers, consistent brand sustainability from their atmosphere to digital content, look, sound, all feel like Starbucks talaga. And reliable wireless internet connection for remote work since Starbucks or coffee shops ang nagiging tambayan ng mga tao, maging estudyante man or employees. And magkakaroon sila ng nagpa-provide sila ng calm but interactive warm ambience, adding personalized nature by calling names and handwritten order system na hanggang ngayon is ini-implement o ginagawa pa rin sa Starbucks. And lahat yon is nagbigay ng good impact from the customers na binibigay nila through their feedback sa Starbucks, kasi nag-focus ng Starbucks sa kanilang mga customers' needs and wants.
Everyone knows the challenges in the business at kahit si Starbucks ay naranasan niya rin ito. Bankruptcy ang kalimitang kinakaharap ng mga company. Alam naman natin na ang bankruptcy, it is a legal process that allows to an individual or company to settle debts to creditors, na kung saan mas kailangan mong magdesisyon or maybe ang company mo ang magiging solusyon, na kung saan hindi naman ganun ito naging ganun kahirap kay Starbucks para hindi malampasan, kasi mas pinili nilang ipagpatuloy ang kanilang nasimulan or ang kultura nila kung paano nila malampasan at maibalik yung dati at maging successful ulit. Hindi lang bankruptcy ang problema ay kinaharap ni Starbucks. May isa pang problema na mas challenging kay Starbucks kung paano niya malalampasan, which is ito yung tinatawag na monopolistic competition, na kung saan hindi lang siya ang mayroon o may ganoong products and services, pero hindi naman ito ganun naging hadlang para maging success Starbucks. By using her name, their company names, is naging madali ito kay Starbucks malampasan at maging success dahil alam niya na mas kilala siya sa ganoong produkto at serbisyo. And the current issues that we're facing those businesses and companies today is the COVID-19 or the pandemics. Alam naman natin kung gaano or ano ang impact nito sa mga business, lalo na sa panahon ngayon na halos lahat is nahihirapan how to survive their business. But hindi naman ganun kahirap kay Starbucks, dahil alam naman natin na si Starbucks is isa siya sa mga companies na gumamit ng Lean Six Sigma, na kung saan it is nakatulong ito ng marami kay Starbucks para malampasan yung problema na ikinaharap ng karamihang companies ngayon, na which is ito na nga yung COVID-19, the impact of COVID-19 sa lahat ng mga businesses. Lahat ng mga nabanggit na problema is hindi ganun kahirap para malampasan ni Starbucks, dahil si Starbucks is kilala na siya. Kumbaga, alam na yung brand name niya, yung products and services niya. Kaya hindi ganun kahirap para malampasan ni Starbucks ang mga yun. At isa pa, mas madali sa kanya na malampasan ang mga problemang ito dahil kilala na siya kung gaano ba kagaling si Starbucks as a company, or ano ang mga serbisyo, paano magserbisyo si Starbucks, ano ang product ni Starbucks. Kilala na lahat kay Starbucks. Kaya hindi ganun kahirap para malampasan niya ito. And gumamit din si Starbucks ng Lean Six Sigma para mas mapadali or masolusyonan agad lahat ng mga problemang kinakaharap niya. Lalo na sa panahon ngayon, which is meron ng media to support your business or how to survive your business using social media. Meron ng mga advertisement para kahit na ganun, hindi ka mahirapan na isa-isahin pa kung sino yung gustong pumunta sa business mo, which is meron na tayong television to advertise our products, services, or companies, na kung saan isa sa mga ginagamit ni Starbucks para hindi mahadlangan ang pagiging successful ni Starbucks.
Ford Motor Company Basic Informations. Henry Ford. Henry Ford is the founder of the Ford Motor Company. He was born on a farm near Dearborn, Michigan in 1863. He had a talent for engineering, which he pursued as a hobby from boyhood. But it was not until 1980 that he commenced his engineering career as an employee of the Detroit Edison Company. Here are the history of Ford Motor Company. In the year 1900s to 1920s. In 1903, the Ford Motor Company was officially incorporated, and their first car is the Model A. Was sold in July 1903. And after na masold nila yung first car nila, in 1904, ang first international Ford Motor Company plant was built in Ontario, Canada, to serve both Canada and British Empire of that time. Isang taon lang ang nakalipas nang mabenta nila ang first car nila. They are already setting sights on global domination. The iconic Ford trademark script logo was introduced in 1907, and in 1908 the Model T, affectionately nicknamed the Tin Lizzie, was introduced. At ang Model T ay isa sa mga models that time na malaki ang sales nila. In the year 1920s to 1940s. 1925, Ford unveiled the Tin Goose or tri-motor plane, the predecessor to almost all commercial aircraft. In 1930s, saw Ford a defining moment in automotive history, the invention of flathead V8 in the latter part of 1930s with their entry-level Ford models and luxury Lincoln brand. For the year 1940s to 1960s, 1941 production switched to producing military equipment. In 1950s, the introduction of new legendary Thunderbird with its iconic porthole windows and exaggerated styling. Ford Motor Company also launched its IPO in 1956, becoming the large IPO of common stocks in history at that time. In the year 1960s to 1980s, Mustang was launched in 1964, and as we can see, Mustang is napakaganda pa din until now. and very affordable sports car. 1970s were more understated kumpara sa mga nagdaang taon. The first generation Ford Fiesta was also introduced in 1976. For the year 1980s to 2000s, the fifth generation Ford Escort World Car went on sale. 1985 saw the introduction of Ford Taurus. 1980s were also a decade of innovation, with Ford introducing their first modular assembly line in their St. Louis plant. Heading into 1990s, Ford introduced the first generation Explorer, signaling the start of the domestic SUV market and minivans for families. In the year 2000 to 2020, 2006, Alan Mulally became president and CEO of Ford Motor Company. In 2009, Ford introduced their EcoBoost series of small displacement turbocharged engines. In the year 2014, saw the introduction of the fifth generation of F-Series trucks, with the new F-150 having an all-aluminum body, a first for its time. In 2017, the long-awaited successors to the Ford GT was launched. In the year 2019 was another year of innovation within Ford, the launch of GT 500 Mustang, the most powerful road-going car Ford that produced with over 700 HP on top. Here are the milestones of Ford Motor Company. Ford celebrated its 100th anniversary in 2003. They offer a limited run anniversary edition model ng kanilang 5 sasakyan in that year. Next is putting a man on the moon. By 1986, Ford Aerospace and Communication Corporation becomes the international leader in satellite communication, high-speed information systems and communications and environmental satellites. Ford is a leader in alternative fuel technology. Nagbebenta ang Ford ng alternative fuel vehicles na nag-range from natural gas-powered vans to flexible fuel vehicles na tumatakbo gamit ang gasoline and methanol. Also, the bi-fuel vehicles that we use gasoline or liquefied petroleum gas or LPG. In 2005, nakagawa ng history ang Ford, which is the introduction of the first hybrid electric SUV in the world. Ito ay ang Escape Hybrid. The first moving assembly line at Highland Park. The moving assembly line at Highland Park is isa sa greatest contribution of Ford in automotive manufacturing. This proved that ito ay mapapakinabangan and efficient in helping company to far surpass the production levels ng competitors while making the vehicles more affordable. Now, here are the challenges that Ford Motor Company encountered. First is he burned through all money from his first group of investors without producing a car. Naglabas sila ng pera, which is they are not sure if they can produce a car that time. Nasayang ang perang ininvest ng kanyang investors. That can lead also the cost of their relationship and the trust of his investors in him. In 1920s, Henry Ford refused to update the Model T car, leading sales to fall dramatically. That year kasi is sobrang mabenta ang Model T, and alam naman nating lahat na kapag customer ka, bago ka bumili ay nag-research ka na about that product, especially kung malaking pera ang ilalabas. Pero that time, Ford refused to update it, na nag-cause ng pag-unti ng sales niya. Next is the weak sales. Hindi maayos ang pagkakahandle before ni Ford sa lahat ng pangangailangan ng kanyang business. that ended up in weak sales. Next is the weak management. Hindi nila nahandle ng maayos ang kanilang sales before na nag-cause ng bankruptcy. Last is the mishandle of issues of their car products. For example is may defects ang sasakyan na napoproduce nila, di nila nahahandle yung situation at communication between them at sa mga customers nila, kaya nagkakaroon sila ng bad feedbacks. But rather than view it as a failure, yung lahat ng kanilang challenges, mas pinili niyang tingnan ito in a positive way and as an indication that improvement was needed.
Comments, critics, suggestions, and recommendations about the problems and issues encountered and the solutions administered by the company. First recommendation is, maintaining leadership in one market requires innovative organizations willing to re-engineer to succeed. If na-observe, nakikita at na-maintain ang leadership sa isang business at willing ang bawat isa na i-embrace ang changes for innovation, mas madaling makakonquer o malagpasan ng isang business issue. Since nandoon na ang willingness na magkaroon ng changes as innovation, mas madaling maintindihan at maunawaan ng mga dapat at kailangan baguhin. Sa pagbabagong ito, kasama lahat ng aspects sa business na i-remodel para mas mapabuti o mas maging better ang role ng bawat isa para ma-meet ang objectives ng business. Second, planning and modeling is vital when coordinating work with large teams. Sabi nga, two heads is better than one. What more pa kung kinoconsider ang opinions, critics, and perceptions ng lahat sa isang business. We have different opinions na maaaring makatulong for the innovation in a better way ng business. Malay mo, mayroon palang mas better ideas and naiisip ang ibang katim mo kaysa sa naiisip mo. So you better communicate and unite as one para sa success na ninanais nyo para sa business nyo. Third, constructing website is not about the content. It is about understanding and what adds value and how human interact with information. Hindi kailangan ng sobra-sobrang daming nakalagay sa isang website, flyers, o anumang advertisements na ginagamit sa isang business. Kasi ang mahalaga ay madaling maintindihan at maunawaan ng mga tao o mga customers ang nais mong ipahatid na informations. Sabi nga, the lesser, the better. Next is, knowledge management is a plan that companies need to develop as part of their initial business process modeling. The more na alam nyo at nag-i-stick kayo sa vision, mission, goals, and objectives ng business nyo, ay alam nyo kung paano i-handle ng maayos at kung saan patungo ang business nyo. Knowledge management ay ang pagiging o pagkakaroon ng efficient handling of information and resources within the business organizations. Isa ito sa makakatulong para sa inyo para mag-stick kayo sa mga plano nyo at mga gusto nyo para sa kaiunlad ng business nyo. And lastly, it is not wrong for large firms to try to adapt to successful processes implemented by other or smaller firms. Walang mali sa pag-adapt ng strategies ng ibang businesses sa iyong business. Sila ang gawin mong inspiration to strive more para sa business mo. Ang kanilang strategies, success, and failures ay maaaring makatulong sa iyo for innovating your business to be a better one. Hindi porket mas malaking business meron ka kumpara sa iba na mas maliit na mayroong successful strategies naman na na-implement sa kanilang business, i-take down mo ang kanilang strategies. What if yun pala ang makakatulong sa business mo to be better than before? Fourth is an example of how traditional organizations can mature to adapt what is current and maximizes the business value. Since ang Ford ay nag-umpisa before pa ma-invent ang internet and other technologies, good thing na mabilis na na-adapt ng Ford lahat ng bagay na meron ngayon na mas makakatulong sa kanila and mas magiging convenient lahat ng proseso na ginagawa o meron sila. And the best naman na ginawa ng Ford to achieve their success and sa mga way na ginawa nila to administer these solutions para sa business nila. from their infrastructure upgrade to web technologies, knowledge management, business reengineering, and supply chain na talagang nakatulong sa kanila para mas maging successful in their field. At talaga namang nakatulong ang Lean Six Sigma sa Ford para sa kanilang changes and innovations para mas madali nilang ma-reach ang kanilang goals and success. From their cost reduction, improving quality, poor customer satisfaction rates, and lowering environmental impact by reducing solvent consumption na talagang nakatulong para sa Ford. Napadali din ang paglampas ng Ford sa lahat ng obstacles na napagdaanan nila in their way to their success. Nabawasan lahat ng kailangan bawasan at dagdagan ang lahat ng kailangan dagdagan. And sabi nga, never stop striving more para sa business mo. Hindi porkat you are in the peak of your success na is magi-stop ka na. You never know kung anong mangyayari sa business mo the next day. And never ever settle for anything less. Innovate, change, and make your business to not only a better one, but always the best.
Why was Six Sigma necessary for Ford? There are 4 core factors behind Ford's Six Sigma initiative, and these are cost reduction, improving quality, poor customer satisfaction rates, and lowering environmental impact by reducing solvent consumption. First, let's talk about cost reduction. Ford's old production process was surprisingly costly. By introducing Six Sigma, they were no longer using resources that were not necessary. Next, improving quality. Ford has always been known for their quality products, but event here standards slip from time to time. While for most companies, a mere 90% quality level is considered acceptable. This leads to a surprisingly amount of defects. As much as 20,000 instances of defects, Six Sigma espouses that only 99.99 end up is ideal. This percentage limits the number of defects per million to just 7. As much, Ford made some great astonishing strides in quality improvement using Six Sigma. Third, poor customer satisfaction rates. Satisfying customer demand is as critical to success as leveraging it. Many of these issues link to one another, as multiple instances of defects are likely to add up to a defective product. This will inevitably dissatisfy the customer, which is why Ford chose to implement Six Sigma to streamline their processes and improve production issues, all of which adds up to a productive company and a happier customer. Last, environmental impact by reducing solvent consumption. Six Sigma is an extremely green philosophy, and Ford used it to make some great changes in their environmental awareness. Ford's consumption is a vital resource prove costly in the long term. But by committing to the green work culture with Six Sigma, they reduce costs, increase quality, and improve customer satisfaction. In conclusion, the Ford Motor Company used Six Sigma to transform its processes and achieve its success.
There are obstacles for Ford's Six Sigma initiative. First, employee commitment. Second, time, money, and productivity. And the third one is data needs. So, what is employee commitment? Employee commitment is, ito yung, as an employee, dapat committed ka sa trabaho mo. Dapat alam mo kung ano yung pinasukan mong trabaho para at the end of the day, hindi lang ikaw yung maging success, kundi yung papasukan mong company, which is hindi kasi magiging successful yung company just like Ford kung hindi ganun ka committed ang mga employee ni Ford. The second one is a time, money, and productivity. These three are connected to each other because if you knew your time management, you earn a lot of money. If you earn a lot of money, you become more productivity. That's why if the company given a right salary to their employees, those employees are more become productivity. That's why Ford is become successful because they give a right salary to their employees, and those employees more become productivity, and the Ford is very successful nowadays. And the last one is data needs. So the first is employee commitment. The second is time, money, and productivity. And the third one is data needs, obstacle for Ford's Six Sigma initiative. So Ford using Six Sigma initiative is one of the reason why their company became successful, and also ang paggamit nila ng Six Sigma ang naging dahilan kung bakit mas naging ganun ka improve or may improvement ang products ni Ford dahil nga nag-cope sila ng maraming data kung alin yung susut sa kanilang gagawing operation. That's why Six Sigma is one of the data that they use to improve their company or their products. Ford's Six Sigma success. Ford's use of Six Sigma methodology, while it did provide some road bumps, enabled them to eliminate more than $2.19 billion in waste over the last decades and a half. They solved this problem by applying Lean Six Sigma techniques, such as data-driven problem-solving process to devise solution to waste issues. Moreover, the company methodologies for quality improvement and waste elimination saw a staggering impact on the company operations. Ford's consumers-driven Six Sigma has saved them over $1 billion worldwide, helping complete almost 10,000 improvement projects since the early 2000s regarding customer satisfaction. Ford managed to increase their percentage by 5 points. We may go as far as they say Six Sigma saved Ford from its deep-rooted problem. These issues includes inadequate productivity, for use of resources, low customer satisfaction, and environmental unfriendliness. That's why Ford is naging ganun ka-successful kasi ginamit nila yung Six Sigma, na kung naalam naman natin na yung Six Sigma is very helpful talaga siya sa mga company na hindi nila alam kung paano nila may improve ang kanilang product. Just like Ford, ginamit nila yung Six Sigma, which is the reason why Ford is became successful.